Friday sessions here. Little bit down today. I think yesterday was a little bit brutal. I think I used that word brutal maybe 500 times in my 2-hour live stream. I had my record number of views yesterday because my tile said the next 500% trade. And as I was talking about that trade, it was RUNE at the time. It collapsed 40% on KuCoin in one candle, and they sent it back up in about 5 minutes. I mean, it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen. But look, some of these coins have recovered now. I'm looking at 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗿 again. It's not a pretty picture, but we have had quite a few recoveries. So I've got a lot for you guys today. I'm eyeing a couple of trades this weekend that might play out if BTC behaves. I'm watching dominance potentially turning over here. So what do I have for you? I've got a couple of meme coins that I want to talk about because I know you guys are going to try and trade these meme coins if the market's running. It's BONK and Pepe. I've got an update on Sol, and then I've got a whole host of these other tokens, these Ethereum linked tokens that I'm going to talk to you about. And then I've got gold and oil that I want to update you on. I've been neglecting my gold and oil traders. So guys, let's get right into it. So the funny part about last night's activities was that anyone who was trading spot or had like a margin 3x or something along those lines with no stops or anything like that would have come back a couple of hours later and noticed that nothing had actually changed. And then there were the leverage traders that got the full abuse from the market makers and the robots that turned on when they started selling, when these candles started dumping. So we were all victims of it, guys. I just want to reiterate, we were all victims. We all got hit with stops. Sheldon got smashed. We all got smashed. We had winning trades that were out there that we were going to hold for a week or 3, and some of them got stopped out. It was very frustrating, but it is part of bull market vibes, and that's what we've been saying. You know, in a bull market, you can still lose money, and you just need to be careful. You need to TP at the right areas. And when we went live yesterday, things were bullish as hell, and we were saying this thing is frothy. We're sitting at resistance areas, and we need to be careful. And we were expecting some kind of pullback, but yesterday was absolutely savage. Anyway, but as we were, here we are. BTC is still well above its 36,000 that I was looking at. This is the 3-day chart again that I'm watching. So for me, still long and strong. I'm looking at this 40K region on BTC. No changes there for me. And support-wise, I'm still at this 35.5 to 36 region is now my support that needs to be broken for me to get a little bit more bearish. So that is my stake in the ground at the current BTC situation. I do have a zoomed in version for you. This is a 2-hour chart with the current action, and you can see we had this little wick down last night that obliterated everybody. They smashed those altcoins, and we've come right back up, and we are holding this 36,000 now. So a zoomed in version. Here's the level, the 36K that I'm watching closely. A little bit lower, we have this trend area to keep our eyes on, and right now BTC has bounced and is fighting the 618. So things could get a little bit interesting in the next while if BTC starts popping through the 618. I think we're going to see a little bit of action then on ETH and some of these altcoins. So let's see how we go. But again, rejection area currently for BTC. So if we do pull back, you're going to look for some kind of bounce at this trend and horizontal, preferably at 36.5, and then our main area is the 36K region. So I'm playing these alts around this type of situation now for the weekend. And remember, I mean, things could get very spicy on the weekend, but if they start flying, you still need to play the game, and you still need to play the game cautiously. So we're going to go through some of these fun coins. Let's just look at dominance. This is a very good sign. So Sheldon and I were talking about dominance in the Sniper Club about 25 minutes ago. We had one of our closed private sessions in the Sniper Club for the members there, and we were looking for a dominance rejection. So this is a good start. BTC sitting up there, and dominance is rejecting. This is this weekly level that it bounced off. So this was the original weekly bounce that we had the other day, and then it bounced again last night, and these alts got a little bit rinsed. So now we want this rejection to hold. We want to see this drift lower, and that should free up some of these altcoins for us to have a little bit more fun. So let's talk about ETH. It is the flavor of the month. That was the one that blew up yesterday. So with regards to ETH, how am I playing ETH? Well, right now it's banged into a resistance area. So we do need to understand that. This is still a resistance area for ETH. What I was saying earlier is I'm looking for some kind of consolidation in this area at this resistance zone. I want to see if we can get some kind of squeeze up for ETH in the next 48 hours. That might give us a nice little move. And then targets for ETH, if we do break higher, I'm looking at this 2240. This is the top of a trend. And then my upper region that I do have for ETH is this 25K region, and that is, I mean, 2,500 region, and that is a fib pool that ties in quite nicely with some horizontals up there. So right now, what I want to see for ETH, I want to see this flag play out a little bit. You need to possibly dial in it, and that's what I've got for you guys. Dialed in version of ETH. So for the degen scalpers out here, I've gone full degen here. This is 15-minute vibes, and this is how I'm tracking ETH for the weekend. This is my plan. These are the lows that I don't really want to dip lower than that, but we could quite easily see ETH just drift down here this weekend into this area and then react for us and give us some kind of move. And then a backup area for me down here for ETH is this 2,000 support level. And if I zoom out again, you can see this 2,000 support level is around about banging on this 382 and horizontal area. So not a bad long region. If we do get a deeper pullback on these altcoins, that is a very big area of interest for me. And I think we will do well here on a long, unless the wheels come off. So horizontal, 382, that is a notable zone for me, this 2,000 as support. If we lose that, this candle is going to say goodbye pretty quickly, I would say. And then we are longing this thing at 382, that is at 1920. So that is my plan for ETH. Again, just pull a trend into this 15 minutes, and you'll soon get an idea of the picture here of what we're looking for. If we do get that break early, then you can chase it higher. Let me update you guys on gold and oil. I've been completely neglecting this gold and oil stuff because it's just been altcoin, and crypto stuff for the last while. So here is gold at the moment. Gold is on the daily. We have had a nice rejection on gold, and it is drifting lower, and it's moving into one of my hot zones at the moment. So we might have a gold long brewing in this region here, the 200-day MA, 382, and some horizontal looking hot here. So I'm trading gold and oil and these type of things on Prime XBT, guys. You can see these are my current longs. Prime XBT, there's a link in the description. There is some type of sign-up bonus that they are offering you as well. So take a look there if you want to play around with gold, silver, S&P 500, and those type of things with me. You can grab it, Prime XBT. And you can send your crypto there and get trading on that. The leverage is pretty brutal. They can give you up to 1,000x leverage. So you need to at least know what you're doing, not pretend you know what you're doing, and you need to manage your risk very carefully. So 200-day MA for me coming in here for gold. I'm expecting a bounce in this region. How high, it's going to be tricky to say. We can pull in some fibs here, and just to get some kind of rough guide for us, if we do get a 618 push on gold, then we could get that nice little move, and then we can crack in a trend and see how we go. So there is a potential play here brewing for me on gold. I'm looking for longs 1935, that sort of region. I'm going to probably start getting in, and there is a move on the table here for gold. Update on my oil. I took an oil long the other day. I did mention it a couple of times, but we just never got into it because these altcoins were just doing their altcoin things. So I was looking for a reversal on oil, and I'd started laddering in, and I had more buy areas lower down at this 74 level, which was my main hot zone for this reversal. And the RSI started turning up, and it reversed a little bit early. So I only got in a few orders for oil, but right now it is moving into a reaction zone. So just watch out here. You can see this is a resistance zone, 200-day MA as well, 618. This is a reaction area for oil. So if you are a little bit late to the party, you want to see what it does here first. If we do break up, then it's going to be a nice ride for oil up to about the 80 region. So I'm going to be watching that one closely. Okay, let's see who's in the chats here. Where are my friends in the chats? I see Chaos is here, but he's not here. Chaos is in the chats. Let's see, guys, let me know in the chats what happened here, and you know, did you escape this brutal dump that they gave us yesterday? I know there was a lot of emphasis on stops and things like that in the Sniper Club, and I know Sheldon was also very focused on people getting their stops in play for those signals. So let us know how everything is going here. Let me know, and let me know what you guys are in. I'm looking at the chats here. Somebody is shouting Hustle, is Hustle here? Chaos, let us know if he is here. Luca got the dip, so that is good. Who got whipped out here? I just saw Arash survived. Okay, look, we survived. You know, luckily we survived, but it wasn't pretty what they gave us. Sasha escaped. Okay, well done, guys. Look, it's a good result. If you guys managed to get some of those buys in as well, oh, that's good to hear, Vincent. Yeah, then all is well. And now we're going to crack on. We're looking for these entries. So yeah, washout, definitely a washout. Bro Hamster says, pay attention to render. Oh, Hustle is here. He is here. There's the man, Hustle. You got to watch the new crypto channel in the game. I'm actually going to get him on one of my shows one of these days, and we're going to talk gaming tokens and all those type of things. Okay, guys, let's look at some of these altcoins so they don't run away from us. Here is Solana at the moment on the 15-minute scalper's dream. So if you are chasing Sol, you really need to, especially with these bullish tokens, guys, I've explained this before, you really need to dial in and try and understand your immediate levels and things like that you are looking at. So right now for the scalpers who are looking at Sol, you can see we're getting some action and we're getting reactions here. Look at this reaction on trend and this 382. Look how that bounced off that area so nicely for us. So that is why I love these hot zones. Here is another hot zone for me on Solana, 46.4. So right now we do have a trend break. Watch this retest. Let's see if it holds this trend. We do want to see it break this high so that the Sol party can continue. So my eyes are on Sol right now. And again, for those of you who are scalping, guys, pull in your trends, pull in your horizontals, tie it in with your fibs. These things give you reactions. Even if it's on 15 minutes, you will get some type of reactions from these areas. So area to watch, 48.5 for Sol is current support. Next level is 46.4 to 46.5. Let me zoom out again and give you a bigger picture as to what's going on. Sol didn't care about that dump. So all the spot holders are just smiling. There was no change for them. They woke up this morning and they are just cooking. I mean, look at the Solana on its way to 60. I actually can't believe what I'm seeing. And Ben, the researcher, was always telling us Solana's the easiest 10x in crypto. I think I've been telling you guys that for quite a few months. And here it is. You know, here comes the easiest 10x in crypto. And that was down here at around about the 18 level. He started telling us all of that. So there could be some more left in Sol here. Patham wants to know, when is Sol ready for a spot buy? Well, Patham, it was ideally ready down here at about 18 to 20. I'm sure we were giving entries at this 200-day MA back in the day here at 21. So if I were you, you're looking for spot, you want to buy support buys onto strong support areas. So if it's ripping now, you want to let it settle in a zone to get your buy first. So what I would suggest is pullbacks onto strong support, 48. You may miss that, but you know, the higher up you buy, you risk obviously that deeper drawdown when it does want to come back to visit support. At some point it will come back to visit support, guys. We just don't know which one exactly yet, because this is in full beast mode currently. Guys, let's look at Optimism. This was another nice one, one of ETH's friends. So what do we do when ETH is pumping, when ETH has got energy? We try and dial into things like Lido. We want to dial into Optimism, Arbitrum, MATIC, those type of things that are sort of ETH buddies. And you can see they came a little bit late to the party, but what did we get? We got from Optimism this perfect break through this resistance area and a nice retest on this 382. Look at this 382. So this is a nice area now of interest for me. So if you are looking for something, this is something you want to tie in. 382, there's possibly a 12% move up to this 1.8 region on Optimism. You want to grab it around this 382 zone and this horizontal area. And then again, guys, look out for the trend and look out for the 618 lower down. That is always your next area. So if your 382 support buy doesn't hold on some of these level moves, your next area is generally a 618 pull tied in with horizontals and things like that. So for me, if all is well with ETH and ETH doesn't go too badly, then I think we're going to be okay with some of these ETH buddies here. And so Optimism is on my watch list. Lido is another one, also performing nicely. Mega pump yesterday with ETH straight into resistance. Big resistance area over here, and we did reclaim the 786. So I'm watching this one closely. I have zoomed in here for you guys so you can get a better picture, and here we are, little reaction at the moment off this 382. So this 382 is 2.26. That's a nice little area. And support, I would say, under here is 2.23 right now to watch. Best way to play this, you do want to see some kind of trend develop in this Lido. So expect some kind of activity along these lines, and you might get another bite at this. If this is too far gone for you to take a look now, you might get another bite here. We're looking for some kind of trend, and then once we get that trend, it can always break and we can always chase it higher. So again, there's always two entries for these type of scalp trades. You can be the aggressive entry, which is riskier, obviously, and then the less risky entry is the retest of a trend break. So you can always look for those. If Lido does start falling over, then I do have these backup areas that I am watching. So just note these on your charts. Right now it's 2.1. That is an area of interest for me. It's just under this 618 and horizontal here. So that's a big zone for me. And then lower down where we had this mega wick yesterday, absolutely savage, 1.9. So these are my marker zones now currently for Lido. But I can tell you one thing: if ETH starts running this weekend, these tokens are going to start flying. So keep your eyes on that. There is a message in the chat saying RUNE is flying. Correct. It was my 500. What did I say? My 500% trade. And here it goes. It's as if nothing happened. And my target for RUNE is still this 54% move to 5.9 or the six region on RUNE. So that is what I'm looking for. When we're going to get it, it's difficult to say exactly when. But I can tell you what, in a bull market with BTC moving and these altcoins happy, it might happen quicker than you think. So I'm watching this candle over here. You can see how they just sold us out there. And now RUNE is pumping. I'm going to dial in for you guys on RUNE as well, so you can get a better picture as to how we can snipe an entry. But you can see why this made sense to me, this area. And now we've broken through, and our support currently looks around 3.7. on RUNE. So this is the daily, guys. I know this chart looks very small. Let me try and zoom in here for you on the weekly. Okay, there's a nice thicker candle there for you guys, so you can get a picture as to what's happening. So this is a nice thick weekly support area for me for RUNE. So any pullbacks, we obviously want to see this 3.6 hold. If we do get a pullback, that's really where we don't want to dip lower than that. That's going to ruin the fun. But right now, we're going to try and dial in for you guys and get you a RUNE entry, or at least an area where we can get you a RUNE entry, guys. And then I got a couple of meme coins. Let me know which one you want first. Is it going to be Pepe or Pepe? And can someone please tell me how to say this thing, Pepe? Or is it going to be BONK? So I've teed both of them up for you. And let me know in the chats which one you want first. Alex says 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 looks ready to go. Well, 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 has been a tricky one, so we're going to look at that one too. I'm going to make a note here. We're going to get 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. Okay, so guys, let's dial into RUNE quickly, and then let me know, am I doing BONK or am I doing Pepe first? And somebody wants to know, is Doge dead? Doge is never going to die. It's never ever going to die. It's just going to be around forever. It's going to be one of those meme things. Okay, this is MATIC. We can deal with MATIC shortly. I want to give you RUNE right now on a 15 minutes. So let's see what we can dig up here. This is going to give me PTSD from last night when we had that 40% flush out. You know, and KuCoin is notorious for this. I must say, this is not my first time I've seen this candle. If you zoom in, guys, look at this candle that they gave us on KuCoin. It wasn't as bad on some of the other exchanges. But if you were long in RUNE, and if you had stops, and I'm talking market stops, you would have been smashed, because when something drops this fast, they're going to market stop you out. And sometimes it's going to grab prices lower down, and it can really burn. So yeah, guys, look, it's a, I wouldn't say it's a freak event. We know that we get these flush outs in bull markets, but yeah, another lesson here about taking profits and raising stops. Once your trades are green, you raise those stops. You make sure that you have stopped the risk. You've eliminated risk. That's the number one goal of trading, is to eliminate risk. So when things start moving, you want to raise your stops. Okay, let's look. RUNE is now climbing the tower. And other than that little blip on the radar that really just ruined all the fun. I mean, guys were logging on yesterday looking for a 500% trade, and then they came and sent it down. I mean, it was so ridiculous. The trading gods, what they did there to us. Okay, so RUNE support, what you want to see? You want to see 3.6, that area. This is now support to watch. This is the RUNE 4 hour. So this is a nice, juicy support zone that I would keep my eyes on. 3.6. We do have some fib action there at the 618 holding you up. And then let's get in even deeper into this thing. Okay, so we're looking for horizontals. We want to see where this thing can settle down on any pullbacks. So you can see what's happened here. It's pumped up and now it's pulling back. So let's take a look at some areas here. We just want to see reaction zones. We want to see areas where we could get some kind of bounce when it does reverse. So we can bang a little trend up over here. Now remember, guys, this is 15-minute stuff. It does hold less weight than things like daily candles and things. But scalper's dream, I know there's 15-minute degen scalpers in here. I used to be a permanent degen scalper. So guys, let me know in the chats how many of you are out there degening and scalping these 15-minute charts. I know there's a lot of you. 618 horizontal. 3.88 right now, 15-minute support, and then this support here, 3.9, is a region that you want to watch for any bounces here for RUNE. And you can see I've got a nice juicy 382 as well. So if we do get that little bounce there, that could be very nice for the scalpers. They might want to grab something there. So you can see this horizontal stuff is here. And eyes on that area for me for RUNE. So if you want to catch the RUNE train, obviously when we're scalping 15 minutes, things are a little bit trickier. They're not dream entry zones. Dream entry zones are these big dumps that we get on daily setups. We get them into massive areas. But when we miss moves like this, we need a scalp. And this is what you do. You put your scalper's hat on, you pull out your levels, you pull out your good areas, and that's how you can do it. Okay, I seem to have a mixed bag here about Pepe and BONK. Absolute degen top buyer, degen all the way. This guy's name is Delinquent. Nayab, we did look at the Solana chart. I'm sure I just looked at the Solana chart. Did I miss something, guys? Or is this chat delayed? Okay, there's a lot of Pepe requests. Okay, let's go with Pepe, an old favorite. Pepe served us well. Okay. Looking good. This is Pepe on the 1 hour. So guys, I've identified two solid zones of interest for the weekend. Horizontal support. This is what you're watching. I've banged in a trend for you. Okay, so here we are on Pepe. Let's see if this horizontal is going to hold. We're looking for a little break of trend and a push higher here on Pepe. Remember, your risk is if we lose this region over here, this lots of zeros, 1, 2, 2. If we start losing this, you've got this whole wick that they could come take out here and deal with. So your next area on Pepe is 104. That is your next major horizontal area, and that would tie in with them bleeding us down to come and test that wick. So just keep that in mind. So tight stops on these type of things. This is the 1 hour that I'm watching right now. Let's zoom out again, give you a picture. You guys remember I was charting Pepe for you a couple of weeks back, and we were watching these areas, and they have been respected really nicely. This is the 12 hour for Pepe at the moment. So we do have some kind of support developing in this area. And then we do have this horizontal here, and that was 0.122. So that is what we're watching currently. And you know the drill by now, the degen traders out there. If you start losing a trend, you don't really want to be hanging around because it's potentially coming lower. So don't hang on to your positions till the end of time. If it loses a trend, try and identify that it's lost a trend early, potentially moving lower, and then just jump out. There's always another trade. There's always a new entry developing somewhere. So yeah, guys, that's how I would play Pepe. I am quite interested in this here at the support level. So track the trend. Remember, aggressive entries off nice horizontal supports. Secondary entries are the trend breaks and retests. So keep your eyes on that. Okay, let's get out some BONK. BONK has been it's been absolutely ripping. We do know that much. I've been scalping this thing a little bit today, and you can see it's in a tight little range. And these ranges look quite small on this 15-minute chart, but they aren't bad moves that you're getting out of these things. So the last move we got there, 13% move off a 382. So what you can do is you can track this channel that I put together here. This is the 15 minutes. We do have this fib pool over here that I pulled to that high, and you can see this nice reaction here, nice support for this bonk. So let's watch the support zone, and then you can also pull in a trend over there, and you can look for these type of things to happen, and then watch out at these highs, look for these reactions here, and don't get too greedy. Look at your TP zones and manage your risk as best you can. You can see how these areas get defined. Sometimes they wick you lower, they come and try and grab a few stops. So this is small position stuff. These meme coins, small positions, big moves, manage your risk. Don't go ape into like ridiculous leverage. This is small position, big move stuff, guys. You don't want to be blowing trading accounts on BONK. I mean, you're going to tell your grandkids that you lost their inheritance because you went long on BONK on a weekend. It's not really something you want to do. So, you know, do something. Tell them you traded ETH or something like that. Okay, what else do we got here? We got TVK. I need to look at TVK. Uni is a good one. Waves. I don't really look at Waves. Isn't Waves the Russian war coin? I mean, doesn't that thing only move when there's some kind of mutiny or something going on there in Russia? Let me know in the chats, guys. Is there any other use for Waves other than a pump and dump whenever there's a danger of a war in Russia? Let us know. Guys, I want to deal with FTT. That is one. Okay, so banter bubbles. Look at FTT over here on the right-hand side. This is FTT today. It's up 60%. Okay, there's rumors. FTX was an exchange we used to trade in the bull market. We were full beast mode in FTX. They basically invented the way to 200x your trading account by using their cross margins and all their things. We had such a blast on FTX back in the day. And there's rumors now that they're going to fire up this FTT, this FTX exchange again in another manner. So yes, Delinquent says it's pumping on the anniversary dump or whatever the story is, but there's rumors floating around that they're going to buy this thing. So whether FTT is actually going to have a value, we don't know. I'm pretty sure it's actually worthless, but if they open this FTX exchange, you might see this token absolutely rip. So I want to show you this chart, and again, don't touch this with leverage. Definitely not. And you might want to dial in and look for entries on these type of things. But if you look at this chart, I want to try and find history for you and show you what's going on here. Okay, so these were the good old days. This is me. This was us. I think we were here. We were at the Solana breakpoint over here when all the fun started, and the food started tasting really salty for me as these things started falling over. I was at breakpoint. We were trading Sol. We were bullish. It was great. And then the food got saltier and saltier, and my holiday got shorter and shorter. So this is what I'm looking at for FTX. Could be a massive move up here, guys. But again, this is not a leverage thing. You're going to do the scalper moves here. You're going to look at these levels that I've been showing you on how to prepare them. 15-minute charts, fibs. You want to look at these horizontal areas. And that's if you want to play with something like that. This is highly volatile stuff. But if they do fire up that exchange, you know, that thing might start moving. But that is the shittest shit coin I will ever mention on the show. In fact, Chaos isn't here. He's in the chats, but he's in charge of the shit coins, really. And yeah, here I am talking about FTT. Okay, let's get some TVK. And I see David has arrived as well. DJ and Dave is here, so I'm going to bring him in shortly. DJ and Dave is in the Sniper Club, guys. While I'm pulling up this chart, Sniper Club was launched 2 or 3 days ago. We've had an overwhelming influx of members into the Sniper Club. There is a link in the description here for Sniper Club. Use the code name Sheldon or the promo name Sheldon. You will get a discount. For Sniper Club, we currently have over 700 members, and we've got our whole team in there. We've added some extra players in there as well. They are at your service. They are here to help you. They're here to make you better traders. They are here, and Sheldon and myself are obviously in there and active. We're dropping our thoughts. We're dropping our scalper ideas in there. We're dropping our signals in there for you guys. We're having closed Zoom sessions. Chaos is in there as well. He's our 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗍𝗂𝗋 expert. He's giving 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Zoom sessions and calls and things for everybody in the 𝗕𝗵𝗄𝗏 Club. So check it out. And again, guys, in the description, you're going to find a whole lot of stuff. 𝗧𝗵𝗃, there's a 30% discount on 𝗧𝗵𝗃 in my link here in the description. Then we've got various trading exchanges that you can play around in. I'm currently trading 𝗕𝗵𝗃, Bybit, Prime, XBT. They're all in there. So take a look. Let's go with 𝗕𝗵𝗃. Now this is ranging beautifully. I think we were looking at this potential range play the other day. So a little tight move that we are playing in. So we are mixing this up here. 11% play for 𝗕𝗵𝗃. Right now it's at the middle of this range on the daily. I'm going to dial in for you now so you can see this candle. He's pretty undecided what they want to do here. Nobody knows right now, but yeah, I'm hearing good things about 𝗕𝗵𝗃, so it's something to watch. Support for me, if you get this move lower, you can see they've put the stake in the ground here. The 0.34 area seems to be holding a support, and it ties in very nicely with support from May, or old resistance from May. Okay, so I do like that. If you do get that move lower, you can try and make that play for that 11% move higher. And then again, you start losing that. You look for areas and clusters where you're going to get a reaction on your next level. But I would suggest if you are long off the range low, you want your stop under that wick at 0.0338. Okay, so remember, just wait for that pullback onto range low. Right now, we're in the center of the range. It's not perfect. Okay, I'm just reading the chats here. A lot of TRBs. Yes, let's pull up TRB. Let's pull up TRB. TRB smashed me. That was a tough one. Look at that dump that they gave us yesterday. Okay, so Simon's in the chats. I know he was looking at TRB just now on 𝗧𝗵𝗃. I was looking for the reversal, so you can see we did finally get our support buy here. Support bounce, and 𝗧𝗵𝗃 has printed an X, but they haven't printed me a bullish long yet. So Simon in the chats, just let me know. Just give me an update. I know he is sitting here in the chats. He was taking some Sniper Club people through this TRB trade a couple of minutes ago, I believe. Yes, Christopher, TRB got smoked. Okay, they smoked me with it. It was so fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, no, it was rough. Proper rough ride that. Chevy wants to know about BONK. Yeah, you know, we can look at some meme coins. Dave's sitting in the back here. Dave, I'm going to assign you BONK. Can you pull out BONK? Can you pull out XRP? Can you pull out CRV? And can you please get out Arbitrum? Have you got those, Dave? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Dave's working on them for you guys. He's coming in hot. Okay, he's got those banked for you. Let's go through some more charts on my screen. So guys, look, TRB 4 hour. The thing with TRB, when you look at TRB, these moves look very small, but they are massive. And if you're buying TRB here at 91, your stop is already 6.8% down. So if you want to exit under that wick, if there's downside, let's assume there's more downside and they come and wick you, it's going to be a 7% hit for you. So you need to be careful now. When you're buying on 4 hours and those type of things, you need these precision areas and precision entries. And you can see what they did here. Typical move, they pushed down to that wick. They came to retest that wick. And more often than not, you have a bounce at those wick areas, but we don't know when they're going to turn around. But what I can suggest, anyone who is long TRB, just watch out up here, 95 to 96. Expect some kind of rejection. If it does push up that high, just watch out there. Just expect your rejection. Dragon wants render. Yeah, well, we got render. Okay, let's talk MATIC quickly. So MATIC, there was some good news on MATIC. They pumped it hard, then it pumped even more because ETH pumped and everybody pumped, and you know what? It's held relatively well. So what I suggest here on MATIC, these are two entry options that I would look at on these pullbacks. One of them is the 0.81 region with a stop under 0.80. So that is an area of interest for me. And you can see it would make sense. I've got this horizontal here. This is an old fib. It was rejecting at this fib. It's broken through, looking for support here. And then that move to the range high. So that is a possible, that's a possible entry there for the traders. And then next level is the 200-week MA and 382, which I would suggest is a lot stronger at 0.76. So if you do get this bounce, guys, guys, look out, because we could be in a downtrend and they could just send us down here for something along these lines before we get that move higher. So just keep your eyes on that. Maybe not a full size position if you do get that 81 pullback. Just understand that they might want to bring it lower first. So you might get that initial reaction to create that trend, and then they're going to start moving it down. So just play it by ear. Once you get your move going, you can always raise your stops and just de-risk as soon as possible. That is the plan. I see Bruce is also arrived. The boys are here on Friday afternoon. Well, it's morning for these boys, so it's different.
Good
morning.
How's it going? I'm going to turn the lights on for this one. Hang on, sorry.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Guys,
Woo!
Thanks. How fun was last night? Absolutely shredded, and then back to normal. They just sent them back.
Yep. Absolutely crazy. Great setups coming. As long as you're patient.
Yeah, I've been going through some scalper setups. I've covered a few here, Bruce. I'm hoping you're bringing us some 15-minute fire.
Cool. I'll dig it down. David and I just finished with the Sniper Club. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
Guys, Bruce and Dave are in there. They're working harder than ever. They're in there. Spicy Sauce says happy birthday. Wrecked in Korea.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Birthday,
we didn't know it was your birthday.
Thank you all.
One more time. Love you. Bruce's birthday, apparently. Okay, here's my GRT play, guys. 4-hour GRT. We got that reversal in Lux Algo. Nice pump. Then they killed us last night. They refused to let us enjoy that. And here we are again, hovering around our 618 support area. So this is still hot for me, guys. I'm still watching this area. We lose the 618. They're going to come and test this wick without question. I think they're going to come for that wick then. So if you are scalping if you're scalping GRT, look for this deep entry, 1275. That could be a nice little move. And you can see they're in a tight little range now. So you might just get this little play, but you never know this weekend. Once you get that entry, it could start moving. Yeah. So things to watch out. 618 I still love that 618. It's holding there for now. That wick is a concern. If we lose the 618, expect them to go to this wick. That is one thing they do like to do. Chaos says the TRB 1 hour matrix oscillator is printing buy. Okay, guys, look, that was a 4-hour chart that I showed you, and remember, it's a 6 or 7% move down from where we were. 𝗕𝗏𝗿𝗄 is also shouting at me about TLB. Bruce, how was your cake? It says happy birthday. No, guys, you can't do this with happy birthdays. I mean, can somebody wish me happy birthday? Something. I mean, I'm feeling
happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
Okay, here's DYDX. Dave was talking about DYDX yesterday. And it played ball, didn't it? It broke through. I mean, it's so rough what they did to us here. It's so rough. Okay, but we're going to let it go. Here's the wick from yesterday. They sent it up like nothing happened. Here's our new support for DYDX, 2.5. We're back in the game, DYDX. And the high is 2.8. So, yeah, anyone trading DYDX, now you're in the middle of a range. Okay, so unless you're scalping and you're going degen vibes here, you know, that's a different story. But for me, support 2.5 on DYDX. That is something to watch. And obviously, the spot traders and things like that, they don't really mind, because if this market starts pumping, you can see where DYDX wants to go. So let's just look at these areas of interest. I mean, yeah, quite quickly. 3.2, 3.6, that sort of thing. So when the market does get momentum, these targets do start becoming a reality. So again, it depends how you guys are playing it. But for me, I'd watch 2.5 as your main support. Helpers, different story in there. You know what to do. 15 minutes, horizontals, fibs, bring the science into it. Thank you, Antonio. Appreciate the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Okay, let's deal with Cass. Another little scalper for me today. Playing the game after they completely destroyed us yesterday. I know Simon and everybody, when they got that dump, they bought. I know 𝗕𝗏𝗿𝗀 and everybody. Simon was like, "I'm buying Cass here," and they did.
Yeah.
congratulations on the massive move. But again, guys, when identifying an area of a dump, and it's quite funny. I mean, I mentioned this at the start of the show when I was looking at CAS. I said this trend is very far down, I think, but anything's possible. But I didn't really believe it, and I didn't think it would happen then. And they came and they smashed this trend, and look at this trend reaction. I mean, geez, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, CAS is back to business, guys. 382 is holding for now. Potentially looking a little bit sad. Yeah, we've got that going on. Okay, so eyes on this. This is the 15 minutes. So we had that break. They came back down. They bounced again in our reaction zone, but it wasn't a solid bounce here. So just be careful with CAS. Okay, just be careful. It didn't hold this previous break. So just be careful here. Level for me, CAS 886. Watch that 886 as your support. You start losing that, we're looking at CAS at 0.082. Okay, the club NFT, I did cover BONK just now. I don't know if some of these chats are delayed, but I did cover BONK for you. Delinquent says CAS gonna dump. Look, the best way to play it, level by level. You can see these areas. We are getting some kind of negativity here on CAS, so it is something to pay attention. It's not looking longy for me. It was looking longy for me sort of in that region over there on that second bounce for the double bottom. But this high doesn't impress me at the moment. So we keep watching. Okay, Dave, have you prepped those charts for us?
Yes, I have XRP, CRV, and Arbitrum.
Okay, bring it.
Okay, yeah, let me share my screen here first.
Dave, it's Friday. You were supposed to mix us new beats.
I'm doing it this weekend. Weekend. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah, we got your screen.
Yeah, so XRP, it's holding this trend line, and it's probably going to continue to hold the trend line. The 382 it's reacted off the 382, and I would say if you're not an XRP, 0.6365 or pretty close to it might be a good entry. What's also interesting is on 𝗕𝗏𝗃, we're kind of on the 2-hour time frame. We're kind of at the bottom towards the green cloud, and yeah, I probably will take along with you guys here. There is some resistance up here. You can see how it rejected. There's quite a bit of resistance here between 71 and 73. So I think over time it's going to break through that resistance and see higher targets here. So what's also good to note is that on the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see the RSIs are bottomed out. 8-hour time frame bottomed out. 12-hour time frame bottomed out. And on the daily, it is curving down. So that's maybe where we'll snag more of an entry if you guys want that precision entry right here, and then expect to.
What is that number there for us?
The 382 at 63.59, 0.6359.
How's Derek Daniels in a 50x long on the 1 minute charts? Derek, is my 15-minute candles boring you, bro? Derek, come to Sniper Club.
Yeah,
we'll take those minute candles away from you.
Yeah. So CRV, I think somebody asked me.
I like them.
But yeah, no, CRV guys, real quick. I think I covered this yesterday. Somebody asked, but yeah, immediately you can see that the 50-day moving average worked great as support. We are holding this trend line, and I wouldn't say it is a good entry now, but if we have some kind of pullback here, which, this was resistance, and you can see I changed it to green from red. So this is support. You can see, basically an SR flip. You can see it reacted here. Obviously, there's nothing we could have done about that wick, but ultimately, if we do get some kind of pullback on CRV, I see this holding as support here. So as far as targets go, if you guys are in this trade already, let's turn on 𝗕𝗏𝗃. Yep. So there's some order blocks that we're facing here. So if you guys don't have 𝗕𝗃𝗃, I recommend you get it. But I think we're probably going to see a reaction or a rejection at this 200-day moving average. So that's going to be right here between 62 cents or 0.6244 and 0.6602. So there'll probably be some kind of reaction here. This is where I would take some profits if you have, if you are in a long on CRV, and then maybe add some more to your position on a pullback, some kind of pullback. And then, yeah, to note, we have, you know, we're kind of bottomed out on the RSIs on the 8 hour, 12 hours are almost there. The other RSIs are kind of in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's something we could take a trade on now, but maybe if you want to enter CRV, then set an alert at 0.5455. I'll set one with you guys. See what the reaction is. And yeah, that should hold as support from where we're at now. That's going to be quite a bit of a dip, 7.5%. So that's why I'm saying don't long it now. Let's just wait. Either if you're feeling bearish, short it up here. If you're feeling long it down here. And that's basically a 15% range. So be careful.
Why is the screen up here? Hold on. Somebody's put the screen up. Guys, we still here. We're not going anywhere. Why is the screen up? We still here, guys. Somebody's put the screen up here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, guys. We are still here. We are not over. Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Let's look at Nia for everybody. Jake says knock knock. Why are we not seeing any charts on Banter Hub? No. Oh, so guys, on Banter Hub, let me just explain what's happened here. Ganesh, on Banter Hub, what we've done is we are now sifting through a little bit less content. We're going to be feeding you things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, those type of things. We're going to feed you some setups that we are sharing currently in the 𝗕𝗵𝗃 Club. So we are not abandoning the Banter Discord. We have just changed a little bit because we have moved into the 𝗕𝗃𝗃 Club with the entire team. The entire team is here to serve you at the 𝗕𝗃𝗃 Club. But that is now a paid service. There is a link in the description for the 𝗕𝗃𝗃 Club. Come and join us. We've got over 700 members. We launched literally 2 days ago. Yeah, it's pretty hot in there. Nice community, and everyone is looking after you guys. So we are there to make you a better trader. We are there to help you. We are there to guide you. If you're in a bull market and you don't know what to do, come hang with us. Okay, you want to trade, you want to make a little bit of extra, come and hang with us. We'll guide you through it. You know, the number one thing is we're going to try and save as many people as possible from themselves. Okay. And when I started trading, I was wild. I was a beast. Okay. I was trading. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. And I wish I had somebody to come and save me from myself. So we are here to help you guys, especially the new traders. We are here for you. We want to save you from the mistakes that we made when we started trading and when we started losing money. We want to fast track you guys. So that is the point of it, and we are giving our full commitment, and there's a full team in there for you guys. Yeah. Okay, I've got Injective here for you that we can look at. This is Injective on the 1 hour. We did have a couple of questions. So what I have done, I've dialed in with Injective. Let's write off yesterday as a bad experience. Look at that wick. They absolutely killed us. So yesterday I had a long for Injective. I had a small long. I entered here, and then I was looking for support to develop, and it just started dumping, and they ripped us down, and then wicked all the way down to this region. We had this resistance area today, cautious here, then they broke up, then they retested, and now they've sent it again. So what I'm suggesting here is we've had a 382 bounce. Okay, that's a good sign. We want to bang in a little trend here. We want to see how we go. Injective, it's new targets above. If we break this 18, Injective is going to be cooking. So if the market's hot this weekend, I would suggest that Injective is going to fly. The reason being, it had a brilliant recovery after that wick already. They really pushed it back up into that resistance zone, 25% already. Okay, they really wanted Injective to be up here. There's a reason. So here we are with Injective right now. 382 is your support, 17.2. That is what I'm watching. And then when we do have this break up, look for this break. Look for support here again. That's what I was looking for yesterday, and then we send it. So yesterday they faked us out and they dropped us. Next time, Let's see, we're going to get the support here, 17.7, and then we send it higher. So there's a couple of options here for you: the support buy, the break of trend, or the replay that how you wish. Bruce.
Something interesting. I'm just staring. Have you guys covered render? Because I'm staring at it right now.
There were requests for render, and I'd love to see your views on render.
Sure. Let me bring it up because it's actually kind of cool.
Jason, welcome to the Sniper Club. He's just joined. Yeah, get stuck in there. We'll see you in the chats. Everyone is there. That's my business wants to know what will happen with the stream. Absolutely nothing. This is the Dylan show. Banter Plus. I'm here to stay. Me and Sheldon, we run the shows. Sheldon's got his show. I've got my show. And Sheldon and I, we are the Sniper Club with the Sniper team. Hand-picked, hand-curated legends that we trained and molded over time. But there's some legendary members in the Sniper team, guys. You are going to be well looked after there. So, but yeah, this show is not going anywhere. You might see shorter versions sometimes. It might only be me sometimes. But you know, the guys are here, and the heart and soul of the Sniper Club is here, and it's coming out between me and Sheldon on our shows as well. Okay, Bruce, where you got this? Looks interesting.
It's looking really good. I mean, I just pulled it up because I've been following it actually for my DCA portfolio. But I love this. It basically created a high, rejected off that resistance area or just below it, and it's been working its way down. It pinged off that support area. It interestingly had a huge wick right to look at the intersection of both the 50-day and the 200-day moving average, and it pinged it exactly. That's kind of crazy, but I love it. And it's working its way right down to the 382. So I'm just tracking this trend as it comes down, and I'm going to try and get a trade right down when it pings the 382 the next time, or intersects with this trend line. It's a good looking long for me. If that fails, depending on what Bitcoin does or over the next couple of days, if that fails, then I'm already looking at the 618 right there, which is another really strong level that it has. And the cool part is if you get knocked out of this one, you might lose 1% or 2%, but you'll gain an extra 16% on the way back up. So if you get stopped out of this first one, Bitcoin tanks, don't worry about it. Pick it up a little lower, and it'll be a net gain for your next trade. So I'm looking at basically right now 2.17-ish for an entry with a stop just below the uptrend line over there at somewhere in the area of 207, 207.5, something like that, for an initial stop.
We were talking about render earlier today, and it wasn't responding well. It's been tired, but guys, render is render, and we know what render gives us. Render gave us $8 in November. People were buying this thing at 60 cents. Render's coming for us. They're gonna reward you for your render patience. So if you grab that render entry, hug it. Be happy with it. So thank Uncle Bruce for a render entry, and then the next option is a break of trend. You know the drill, guys. You know the drill. Okay, and there were questions. How do you pay for Sniper Club? You can pay using crypto, I believe. So you can.
Is it up yet? I don't know if the crypto gateway up yet.
So as far as I understand, they are doing that. Here's ETH breaking trend. BTC has broken the 618. Has the party started? Are we firing up some longs here? ETH is looking good. This is what we've been waiting for the whole day. BTC. Not that one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's zoom into this one so you guys can see what's going on. It's breaking that 618. So now on these smaller time frames, now the 618 becomes a support area to watch. Okay, so here we go. We're breaking this area now. So now this is our support that we want to watch. 37,200. Let's look at dominance. Dominance pushed straight up with that BTC pump. Amazing. So when we get this BTC pump and then a little dominance rejection, I think that's going to be fun for these altcoins. But eyes on that. But again, if BTC pumps and dominance pump, these altcoins still go up. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just when BTC dumps, when dominance pumps, that's not a party we want to go to. That is not something I want to have my birthday on. There's Chris M. Chris M, also savage trader, this guy. We must get him as a guest on one of these shows here one of these days. Chris, I'm going to message you, bro. We get you on here. You've got some epic setups. Okay, let's Dave, we didn't do Arbitrum.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, here's your screen.
Yeah, so you guys can see it wicked into this order block, immediate reclaim, holding the 200-day support. Basically drew a fib from the bottom here to the top. And if we wanted to get an entry, I would say it's right here at the 382 trend line, around 1.05. Will we get there? I don't know, but if you are not in this trade, I don't think there is a trade right now, but I do have an alert here at 1.26. I'm just curious to see what the reaction is. There's a chance that there will be. So if you are in a long in Arbitrum, would probably be good to shave some profits at 1.27, 1.25, 1.27-ish. Yeah, holding this trend line. I'm hearing nothing but good things about Arbitrum. So pretty simple analysis. You guys can see they wicked us pretty hard yesterday. That was a 20% wick. Stopped everybody out that was in their longs, and I'm sure some whales got some good entries here. But what that typically means is it's bullish and it's probably going to continue to climb. So yeah, let me see if there's anything showing here.
We got injective pumping. I've got questions about theta. Johan, theta's actually gone past our... We had TP3 for theta, was 94. It's blown through our TP3 that we gave on. It was one of our first signals that we sent out. So now, now anything can happen here with theta. We're looking at 1.05, and we're looking at 1.2, John. So yeah, those are the areas that won't stop currently.
Yeah, and to finish off with Arbitrum, I think on the shorter time frames, well, it's a 1 hour time frame, but maybe this 618 sniper zone is a good entry for a sneaky long at 1.11. Pay attention to that. Curving up on the 1 hour too. So yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, let's drop the screen, guys. I just wanted to cover a couple of things with you. Let me move the guys off here. Yesterday was absolutely brutal, and if you are new to trading, we've obviously had people now start watching our shows that have come in because we've had a couple of green BTC candles and things like that, and maybe a little bit late to the party, but we've noticed our views on our shows have gone up. They pretty much doubled on some of these shows, and so we know there's a lot of newcomers, there's a lot of new traders here, and part of the vibe, part of the bull market story is getting rinsed like this. It's you've got to wear these moves, and there is a way to manage it. You just need to take your profits. You need to not be too greedy. You need to manage your solid support areas. And in a bull market, I say this all the time, you can get rinsed in a bull market very easily if you're not careful. So if you don't know how to trade, don't start pulling out leverage and things like that without knowing what you're doing. There's multiple ways you can learn to trade. You can watch Sheldon's show. You can watch my show. If you want to, you can join 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Club. You can see what it's about. You can look at some of the setups in the Banter Hub, but don't go out there and start firing off leverage trades and things like that. I've been there. I've been burnt. We've played this game, and that's why we're here for you now. And I want to help you guys, and I want to fast track you guys to better traders, especially the new ones, and also the experienced traders out there, because a lot of it is mental. We want to help you guys. So, and that is why we created the 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Club, and it is a paid for service. And because there's a lot involved, there's a massive engine in there. There's a lot of people in there working to serve you guys. So yes, it would be lovely to be free, but the amount of men on deck that we need there, it needs to be a paid service, especially with what we're doing and the amount of time we are spending on the 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Club. So we are here to help you guys. There is a link in the description. And we want to help you through this. If this market's going to turn full bull like this and these altcoins are going to run, I can tell you now, there's no better place to be than catching entries from me and Sheldon. Bull market, that's where we come into our own. We used to be vicious scalpers as well. And we know our way around a couple of candles when we need to. So we are here for you. And again, here's the sniper team. Simon's missing. Mama Sniper's in there as well. She's dropping. It's all happening in there, guys. Okay, so just play it safe out there. Again, this weekend, be careful. I've given you these levels. Rewatch the show. look at the levels I've given you, put them on your charts, see if it ties in. And again, risk management, risk manager, don't over leverage yourself. Don't hurt yourself on the weekend. You know, because come Monday again, there's another trade. You know, yesterday guys got over leveraged. What happened? We come today, we back as we were. Spot traders, nothing happened. Leverage, low leverage traders, nothing happened. Anyone over 10x or over leveraged or whatever the story is, got absolutely rinsed. So guys, this is a nice early lesson. If you are here watching these shows now, you are still early. Okay, you're going to see when this market turns bull properly, Sheldon's going to have 60, 70,000 views per show. At the moment, he's on 25 or 30,000. You're going to see the people watching this show going to be 5, 10, 15,000 watching this thing live. It's going to be ridiculous. So you are still early. So learn these lessons now, and let's wipe off the dirt, and let's get up, and let's get cracking here, because there is something brewing here in these altcoins. And this is where you want to be. Right. Lecture over. Everybody have a great weekend. Those of you in Sniper Club, message us, tag me. I'll respond when I can. And yeah, let's keep it going, guys. And I see the P&Ls in those groups. They're still flying in there. The guys are cooking. Dave, Bruce, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Weekend.